He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Vices. 19 Tiger.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll roll him out right to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Okay, break.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Panther 11.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They find some open field, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
on the defensive side,
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Warriors 17.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him,
he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have regained the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn on the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 13, Bengals 7.
One, ready?
On 1st down, Newberry. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Newberry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 11. Up the middle they go. Newberry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Newberry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I'm one, ready?
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got him in. Complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Now a handoff up the middle. Newberry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. The kick by Carlson is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we'll reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they trail here. They're not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
79 Broncos. 50 Eagles. 50 Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Seven Pirates. Dragon 60. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. And Cook has it, left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44.
Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
17.
Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Newberry, 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. This will be caught by Brown.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.